Are you a podcaster looking to save time? In today's video, we're breaking down 11 time-saving tips for podcasters just like you. Let's get into it. Oh yeah, and by the way, if you're a podcaster looking to create better content in less time, you need to hit subscribe right now. All right, the first time-saving tip for podcasters is to create a pre-episode education page. And what this means is you're going to create a landing page for guests that's going to explain the processes. It's going to explain some of the do's and don'ts. Maybe it's going to tell them the time to set up. However you want to format your show, you're just going to have a brief page that breaks all that down. And I also would recommend that you record a video of you in that beautiful face you got there, put it on YouTube, schedule it as unlisted, and then you can also send that to your potential guests so they get a really good idea before you even sit down of what it's going to be like being on your show. So that's a great quick tip and a quick way for you to really improve your communication with your guest before you've even started to sit down. The second time-saving tip for podcasters is to record solo episodes with outlines. And I know you want to do interviews, but it's really important as podcasters that we get comfortable with ourselves speaking. Because when you bring on a guest, that episode is featuring that guest's expertise and wisdom. But when you record solo episodes, it's really featuring your own wisdom and insights, and you build know, like, and trust between yourself and your audience. So time-saving tip, write a nice outline, record your video, and you can really repurpose a lot of great stuff after the fact. My next time-saving tip for podcasters is the day before your episode, listen to some of the podcasts that guest has been on. And I love to do this when I'm driving or when I'm running or jogging. Maybe I'm doing dishes or folding laundry, whatever it is you're doing, just listen to a couple episodes of that guest on other shows or maybe on their own show. And that's going to give you really good insights into the type of questions that you're going to want to know more about and that you're curious about. Time-saving tip for podcasters, numero 4, take a pause after you mess up. There's nothing wrong with just leaving a little bit of empty space. If you screw up, whether you're doing a solo or an interview, just leave a little bit of space. That's going to make it easier for you on the back end to go back and recognize where you need to edit and clean up. So leave a little bit of blank space for yourself. It's going to save you tons of time in post-editing. The next time-saving tip for podcasters is to make a mental note or jot down a note when something happens you want to edit out. I'll give you a perfect example. Let's say that I'm listening to my guest just giving this beautifully well-articulated statement, and then someone starts barking, my kid or my dog starts talking, well, maybe reversed around. So let's say there's a loud noise or a distraction. I just make a note of what time that happened so I can go in on the back end and quickly edit it out. This can work for a lot of different things. Maybe there's a key point that the guest just says, it's like, wow, that's just so insightful. Make a note of it, because you can easily recreate that and repurpose that into some compelling social media content afterwards. My next time-saving tip for podcasters is to record your intro immediately after the episode. Immediately after the episode, you're going to have a certain vibe. There's going to be some certain things that were said that really stand out in your mind. Record your intro right then and there. That way it's done, you know it's done, and it's a lot easier for you to get edited in post. If you have a team working with you, they can put it all together. Just make sure that you record your intro and maybe a couple key takeaways right after the episode has been recorded. The next time-saving tip for podcasters is something I got from David Meltzer. If it takes less than 2 minutes, do it right now. And I thought this was a great tip. There are a lot of things that happen during the day, and it's very easy to say, I'll do it later. But if it takes less than 2 minutes, just do it now. And this is a great way to live your life when it comes to communications with people. You know, it's very easy to say, oh, I'll do all my communication at the end of the day. But if it takes less than 2 minutes, do it now. David Meltzer, shout out to you. You can actually listen or check out that episode here. I'll put a link for you. The next time-saving tip was brought to us by Dragon in the Clubhouse room. Dragon, another great Clubhouse leader. And he said this is great. I'm just going to read it from the side here. It says, learning in the absence of action is just a distraction. Learning in the absence of action is just a distraction. Now listen, learning, reading, educating yourself, incredibly important. But if you don't actually take action, if you don't actually act on what you're learning, it's complete waste of time. You're not getting anywhere. And I know that it can be really easy, especially as entrepreneurs, podcasters, you don't know what to do next. Open a book, read a book. I'm just finished Story Brand by Donald Miller. I just ordered how to win friends and influence people. Like, I really want to get this stuff down, this branding and education and marketing. I'm trying to learn it and just learn as much as I can. But unless you actually execute on what you learn, you're completely wasting your time. So I love this quote by Dragon. I see you, brother. Learning in the absence of action is just a distraction. All right, and next tip is to get some sleep. I know. How are you actually going to save time when you're sleeping? Well, at times of night when you're just getting tired and you're not sure what to do next, just call it a night, get some sleep. You'll be surprised what you can hit the next day with a clear mind, body, and soul. So get some sleep, brother and sister. All right, my next time-saving tip for podcasters is to use templates. You can use templates for all sorts of things, whether it's the digital images and graphics for your shows, or maybe you're using templates for emails and guest messages that you send out. Use templates, live them, learn them, love them. Another time-saving tip for podcasters is to use an auto heal feature in your audio editor. I know that's a lot of words right there. But an auto heal feature allows you to really clean up your audio from a spectral frequency view standpoint. You don't need to know exactly what that means. Just know that it makes your audio not sound as good. Right? And you can go into programs like Adobe Audition and you can create presets that automatically remove these kind of background noises, these spectral frequency type of noises that corrupt your audio. So that is the Adobe Audition Auto Heal feature. And I'm breaking down a ton of time-saving tips here today. I want to hear your tips. So hit me up, leave a message, and I will catch you here next time on the After Hours Entrepreneur. Peace.